Well, Michigan shat the bed in the bowl game again. Another Jim Harbaugh team can't get it done in a bowl game. Just leaving grandparents. Just got done watching the game. Or, no, it ended a while ago. We got done watching Ohio State, Georgia, which, thank God, they lost. And, I'm just... To say that I'm extremely disappointed about how they played, Michigan played, is an understatement. They played like I can't put into words how terrible they were. Defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. This defense has been dominant all year long. The most points they allowed in a game up before this game started was 27 against Maryland. And then here we are, allowing 51 points. 51. An offense that was averaging like 5.7 points a game in the second half. In their last 9 games, allowed 30 in the second half today. They scored 39, but it didn't help that they were losing by like 15 points at halftime. How do you go from only scoring 6 points in the first half to scoring 40, to having 45 at the end of the game? I thought we were going to win. Last year was different because it was a situation we hadn't been in before, and it was against Georgia, a really good Georgia team that ended up winning the Natty. And it was like, oh, we lost. I mean, what did we really expect? This is different because we were like, okay, we have a shot at winning this game. And they couldn't do it. Just bullshit play calling. Like, how are you going to do stupid Philly special play? 4th and goal at the 2-yard line on our very first drive. It's like, let's do a QB kind of thing, or to have McCarthy like take this ball, run to the side or up the middle or something like that. No, we try a trick play. We try to get fancy. Why? We're not the Eagles in Super Bowl 52. We don't need to do stupid trick plays we want to trick them. It's like, what is that going to do? Nothing. And then later on, intercept Duggan. We intercepted him twice, by the way. Intercepted him the first time. McCarthy throws a deep shot to Roman Wilson. Think it's a touchdown. They ended up saying, he was down at the 1. And then we fumble the ball immediately. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. You have 4 chances to score, and you fumble it immediately, giving it back to TCU. And no matter what the defense did, TCU's offense had an answer for everything. Every time it's like the defense got in there, we're going to put pressure on Duggan and everything. And, we're going to sack him. He always throws the ball last second for a touchdown. It happened twice. And the worst performance of the defense I've seen in a long time. Even worse than our abysmal 2020 season. You know how your defense is bad? You scored 45 points and you still lost the damn game. Just terrible, just all around. McCarthy, 2 pick sixes this game. This is probably McCarthy's worst game of his career so far. He's only a sophomore. I know he's going to get better. He's going to be back next year. This is a game that we were thinking, we're probably going to win this game. Michigan was 7.5-point favorites. Not even Georgia was that big of a favorite against Ohio State. And we couldn't win. 51-45 was the final. I mean, a thriller game if you're not a fan of either team and you just want to watch football. That's an exciting game to watch. But it's just terrible. I can't put it in words, really. Terrible play calling all game. This Jesse Minter defense that has done really good the entire season just did not show up today. what? It's like, what were we doing? What? Why did we leave the really good defense back in Ann Arbor and we just brought this shitty, terrible defense with us? Like, every time it's like, oh, we got to stop TCU. There was a point we were down 3 points, came back a bit, had a chance to take the lead, and then TCU had the ball, we just needed to stop. Huge touchdown, they take a 10-point lead. I don't think we ever had a lead. No, we didn't. We never had a lead. Just terrible, terrible, terrible game. Once again, Jim Harbaugh team just can't win a bowl game. We could have an amazing season, undefeated regular season, Big Ten champions. We go to a bowl game, we just can't win it. We could play like, I don't know, like Akron in a bowl game, we'd probably lose. And overall, it was a great season. Overall, awesome season. Undefeated regular season for the first time since I've been alive. 13-0, won back-to-back Big Ten titles. I mean, there's teams that wish they could win 7 games a year. And here we are. We've gone 25-3 the last 2 years after our 2-4 2020 season. And now, just great season, just couldn't execute it at the end. So Michigan, good job on your season. I just had to shit the bed in the playoffs again, in the bowl game like you usually do. Haven't won a bowl game since Harbaugh's first season in 2015, and TCU is going to be able to play right away in 2023. Michigan's going to play in 2023. We just got to wait till September. But just defense should be ashamed of themselves for this game. I mean, there were times it's like, oh, hey, we had to stop. We intercepted Duggan twice. And we still allowed 51 points. Offense was absolutely terrible in the first half. The offense did a lot better in the second half, excluding J.J. McCarthy's pick 6. But just terrible game. Michigan didn't deserve it. TCU wanted it more. Michigan's all like, oh, we're keeping the playoff game last year in mind. So what they did, they're going to replicate it by losing again. And Blake Corum just standing on the sideline, just in disgust. He can't do anything. He just has to stand there and just watch this shit unfold. Running game was just not there today. Donovan Edwards, huge run, very first play of the game. After that, we couldn't do anything. Absolutely nothing going. Just season comes to an end. Georgia, TCU in the national championship. We'll see who wins, and we'll see you guys next year.